This is Wells Field in St. Joseph, Michigan. It's where I grew up playing Little League. And even when we didn't have a game, I was here with my buddies playing a pickup game because I lived just 2 blocks away. I love the game of baseball. But playing baseball and being on baseball teams was a source of one of my greatest failures and one of my greatest successes. And I want to talk to you about it in your morning cup of inspiration. And I guess this baseball will replace my mug this morning. One day, I was playing in a game on this field and I struck out. And I turned around and threw my bat up against that backstop in anger. Well, my mom was at the game. And when I got home that night, she was waiting for me. And she was not pleased. And she said, "Danny, I have never been more ashamed of you in my life. You've always made me proud. But tonight I was so disappointed. And by the way, if you ever lose your temper again like that, you won't play sports again ever." And boy, did that shake me up, because I loved baseball, I loved basketball, and I wanted to play. So I never did that again. I never lost my temper. Many years later, when I was on the high school varsity team, we had a kid who was our manager, and he had some mental challenges and physical challenges, but they made him our manager, and his job was to take care of the equipment and wash our uniforms for every game. Well, I came into the gym one night, we were going to have batting practice, and a couple of the other players, my teammates, were using the pitching machine to fire baseballs at this kid, and they could have hurt him bad. And I yelled at him, and I said, "Cut this out, you guys are being jerks." And anyway, his brother had poked his head in the gym and saw that I was standing up for his little brother. So later that night, my mom got a call from this boy's mother. And she said, "I just want to tell you, your son is so wonderful. He took care of my son. He stood up for him, and I heard all about it. And he's just a great kid." Well, my mom came in my bedroom and told me about the phone call. That night, she said, "I've never been more proud of you." Boy, I wanted to honor my mom. I wanted to honor my mother and my father. And there's a verse in the Bible, Exodus 20, verse 12. In fact, this is the only commandment with a promise. It says, "Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long in the land that the Lord thy God giveth thee." It's so important. But you know, that also ties in with our Heavenly Father. We want to please Him, and that should be our goal, because He's a good Father. And in James 1:17 it says that every good and every perfect gift cometh from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variableness nor shadow of turning. We can always count on Him. And if we're faithful to Him, He does give us good gifts. So that's my lesson. Honor your father and mother, and most importantly, honor your Heavenly Father, so that one day He'll say to you, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." God bless you as you play the game of life and play ball and honor your father and mother. I'll see you soon for another morning cup of inspiration.